Azure Data Engineering is dead. Microsoft have just killed the certification and replaced it with something else. So in this video I'm going to break down what that means, what's actually changing, how it matters, and then what you should do instead. Let's start with the basics. The Azure Data Engineering certification has been retired officially. Now, it has been replaced. So this one retired and replaced with Microsoft Fabric and the Fabric Data Engineer certification. A new exam tied to the Fabric data platform. So this here, it didn't happen overnight, to be fair. There has been a timeline. So in 2023, in July, Fabric was previewed to the public. And then in October 2024, the beta version of the certification was released, kind of hinting at the fact that this was going to take over. Then in January, it was generally available for everyone to take. And now, April, we no longer have the Azure Data Engineer certification. So the shift here is pretty clear that they're wanting to move towards Fabric being the unified platform. So why does that matter? Well, Fabric, it's not just another tool. So it's not just another tool, it's a unified data platform, as you can see from the features here. So it has data factory like ADF, it has data engineering, data warehousing, data science, real-time intelligence. It even has Power BI built into it, and this is all on top of OneLake and Purview, and it has Copilot built in as well. So it's an entire unified platform. But the problem with this kind of thing is that because it's a new unified platform, currently the features in preview, right? I zoom my screen out as much as possible and it still could scroll. So all of these are in preview, right? These features. Additionally, on the job market, I searched here in Google, again, zoomed out as much as I could. I searched Fabric Data Engineering jobs, and this is every single Fabric Data Engineering job in the UK on Google. So absolutely none compared to if you search, say, Azure Data Engineer or something like that. Now, additionally, on the tools side of things, and why I'm always so hesitant to tell people to learn any tooling specifically, is because tools change all the time, as you can see here. So basically within the data analysis world, the same as like in any technology, things move so fast, you ought to learn the concepts and the fundamentals as opposed to the specific tooling, because as you can see here, Fabric's just the next big thing. Back here, Synapse was the big thing. Here, Databricks, but Databricks also has now reappeared here, so that is worth learning. But, solidify the fundamentals first, because otherwise what happens is you just learn ClickOps, right? You learn how to click, how to use the UI, you get an understanding of how Microsoft want you to use their products. Whoops. You do not learn data engineering. And how do I know? Well, I have been there, right? This is me trying to learn data engineering. So I have a background as a cloud engineer, so I already knew Azure. So I started learning things like Azure Data Factory, like Synapse. I even learned Databricks, right? And this was very cool because I was starting to understand how it was all working. But the problem here is that really what was happening is I was learning networking, I was learning how to set these services up, and I was learning the security fundamentals of Azure, which are all good things to know for a cloud engineer. But as a data engineer, and actually to learn how data works relationally, how it all fits together, it just wasn't working. And every time I was having a problem, I was then going to YouTube to watch another tutorial, and I was copying and pasting code. And so in the end up, I didn't really understand ETL. I understood how ETL pipelines fit together in Azure, but I didn't really understand ETL as a process. And I definitely didn't really understand SQL through this process. However, I became really good at knowing how Azure fit together, and I became really good at knowing who the best data tutorial YouTubers were. And so this leads to here. At this point, right, in this journey, I'm stuck. I've just spent months clicking around in Azure, learning all these tools, and I still don't really understand how things work. If I could go back, I would have skipped all that confusion and started with a structured approach first. And that's exactly where DataCamp fits in. For the past number of months, I've been using DataCamp instead of going through random YouTube tutorials, doom scrolling, which then give me questions that I have to troubleshoot using something like ChatGPT, which is just not ideal. Thinking about back when I started out, this associate data engineer and SQL track would have been perfect for me, saving me months of trial and error, honestly. It's a fully structured learning path that starts with SQL, relational databases, and then walks you through database design, ETL workflows, and modern tools like Snowflake and Postgres. What makes it especially useful is that it's not just course content, right? You also have projects. So, for example here, let's click on View Project. You can see that we can use real tools from the real world, Snowflake, BigQuery, Redshift, Databricks, to solve real problems with real world data sets. And so why DataCamp? Well, the structured approach. The structured approach makes you actually understand how databases work, not just clicking some UI. You learn to how actually query data, how to design databases, how to manage real databases using real tools that are used in real companies. Now additionally, you get project-based certification, so you're not just going to skip being certified, you can get certified and you're just not locked in to some vendor. Additionally, as I was saying, it covers Postgres, it covers Snowflake, so it does cover the most in-demand tools without locking you in to some vendor. Now I've personally been using DataCamp for a bunch of different things, including data engineering, including AI, SQL, and even building APIs in Python, all under one single subscription. So head to the link in the description below and get started today with the Associate Data Engineer in SQL career path. It is structured, practical, and it will get you to your objective faster than any other solution. And so what is my advice to you, to myself back in the day, right? Fundamentally, you have to understand software engineering principles. Software engineering principles, they underpin data engineering because data engineering is a subset of software engineering. So if you're to learn software engineering, you could use something, say, like Python to learn the fundamentals. And then from there, you can be able to do AI, software engineering, data engineering, and even scripting, right? You'll learn how to write clean and efficient code. You'll learn how to test. You'll learn how to use version control. All fundamental things that you will need to know going forward. Secondly, I would have to understand the data engineering concepts. For example, you have to really understand ETL. How does it work? Why are you doing it? And for the why, you really need to understand these here. Relational schemas, right? You have to understand the schemas and how they fit together because data engineers are about moving data, so consolidating data, etc. And you really have to understand the data. Another way to understand the data and to manipulate it, SQL, things like PySpark, etc. They're all built on SQL fundamentals. Additionally, you have to know about data sources, data types. You have to really get to grips with what is your data. And I advise learning Python because then it will set you up for PySpark, things like that. Now, thirdly, I would finally say, really, you should use a structured learning approach. Scattered approaches can be good if you're filling gaps in and you already know something. So, in here, my story, right, if I was already a data engineer here and I just wanted to learn these different tools, sure, YouTube tutorials, right? But if you want to learn data engineering and you actually want to understand it, you have to have a structured learning approach. And now we have a few different options. Obviously, I'm going to recommend DataCamp because not only is it the best one that I have used personally, but also one subscription, you can learn everything you want on DataCamp. So that's SQL, Python, AI, whatever it may be business intelligence, even Azure as well. Now, a couple of other options you have for structured learning approaches are, for example, boot camps, right? Full boot camps. But the problem is the price tag. Like that's almost €6,000, right? Another example is certifications. But as I've just seen, these are changing, right? And I was going to say changing all the time, which is kind of true because it was just released in beta like a year ago and now it is the standard. So if you go and get certified next year, you may need to get certified again. And it's nothing you can do about it. But if you do want to get certified, I do highly recommend the Python Data Engineer certification because it shows that you're certified in data engineering, not just Azure, not just whatever it may be, Databricks. So additionally here, you can do career tracks. So data engineer in Python, for example. is one of their best career tracks. Personally, I would recommend it to anyone. And as you can see, this here, £6,000 for this bootcamp. You could do it in the same time here for only £11 per month. So if you're serious about becoming a data engineer, don't waste time like I did. Instead, click the link in the description below, start the DataCamp track today and fast track your way to a real data engineering job. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.